Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tim Bat's introduction to Till Death Do Us Blart. Take it away, Tim Bat.
Hi everybody, we thought we'd do something special this year because it's been a challenging time for one and all. So welcome to the first official McElroy Worst Idea of All Time crossover Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 Director's Commentary. Please start your edition of Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 in 3, 2, 1, go. Hi guys, how you going?
Pretty good. Strange times, huh, fellas? We haven't talked in a year, but strange times, wouldn't you agree?
Strange times.
They're strange.
Yeah, I would find these times, the word I would use to describe these times is actually unprecedented. That's the word that immediately springs to mind for me.
Guy, are you okay, bud?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing great. I mean, I cannot find a precedent, but I'm doing really well.
Okay.
Okay. Can I just say, this will be my second time today watching Paul Blart Mall Cop 2.
Why would you do that?
It was a welcomed friend. An old friend come to visit me.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's because I've been so lonely since March. But just seeing my old friend Paul come down the road in his Segway made me chuckle and smile. Some of the groaners that maybe perhaps in past years I would have shaken my head at in anger, this time I shook my head at them as an old friend recounting mistakes past. Oh, Paul, I'd say, you silly goose.
So I don't know why our special treat to the listeners was we make their enjoyment of this show dependent on watching the film Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. Something that we have stridently preached against.
There's probably plenty of people who will listen to this without watching the movie. And those people are foaming at the mouth lunatics.
Well, we're a few minutes in now and have not referenced the action on the screen whatsoever, so maybe they ain't going to miss that much.
And yet, it unspools itself regardless.
Yeah.
Basically, there's one fleeting reference to Paul Blart Mall Cop 1, which I didn't remember until I'd watched this movie again. I've now seen.
You're right.
Right.
And then it's actually, to its credit, pretty efficient storytelling. We're being caught up. Paul Blart Mall Cop, married, got divorced within 6 days. His mum got killed by a milk truck. And now he's on the beat. He's riding a Segway around the mall. He's talking to young children.
Guy, that has not happened yet in the film. We guaranteed that this would be a zero spoiler commentary track, but you did just reveal the poor mom's ultimate fate.
No, we saw that.
Oh no, it has not happened yet. If by the way, we gotta warn you, y'all. If this is your first time watching the movie, it's horrifically gory.
Wait, good joke alert! Good joke alert! The kid's about to hit him in the face. I think, right?
That's a joke.
Yeah.
Do you know if you want to talk about good jokes, I think that when the mum says he wants a hug, that really got me.
Wow.
I watched
pops
this
it.
yesterday. Yeah, that's right.
They really blast him.
That's great. That plays hitting him in the face like that.
Oh, no, here we go.
So this is, oh God, close your eyes. We're going to lose our advertisement over
Look
this.
at this. So the newspaper, she picks it up, and then she's cleared out. The newspaper remains.
Yeah.
What do we think about that?
Yeah, that's from the gaff section of IMDb. You'll see that the newspaper.
There was also zero blood, now that you pointed out, Guy. You're absolutely right. Should have been a big splash of blood there.
Maybe because it was a hologram planted there by the Shadow Man.
Oh, very good.
And that just gets more and more real every year.
You guys, I can't tell you how confused I am. I've been for a walk in the bush for 4 days. I miscalculated when this recording was. I'm away from home, talking into a cell phone, and I got to tell you, I'm in the attic of a converted cottage built in 1855 that is filled with dolls.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, I don't care about the movie anymore. I just want to hear all about that.
Well,
Yeah,
I took the liberty of taking some photos. So if you look at the Zoom chat and follow that Dropbox link, you'll see some shots of the dolls that I'm surrounded by at the moment.
Let's put our pipes to the absolute fucking maximum here. Let's download some more glossy JPEGs.
Now, there's some teddy bears in there, too, Guy.
More teddy bears than doll.
That
There's more
is-
dolls. And there's paintings of dolls. That's the thing that scares the shit out of me. We had friends join us in this house. They wouldn't sleep up here. They moved an airbed into the lounge. And there are beds in here, man. They were too scared of the dolls.
Now, think of how jealous our listeners are that they know we just looked away from the film for about a good 25 seconds, which is not...
That introduction, sorry to interrupt, that introduction to Las Vegas, by the way, really makes me miss leaving my house. Like, I've been to, I'm not gonna brag, but I've been to Las Vegas twice in my life.
Wow.
And never have I loved it as much as I do now, seeing it in Paul Blart Mall Cop 2.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't want it. This film does not paint a particularly great picture of, well, humanity. This one actually makes me feel pretty good for being sort of on my own out here.
This film is actually kind of incidentally in Las Vegas. Like,
yes.
We've now been introduced to Lane. And
They know that. They're watching it.
They know that. They're watching it. They saw Lane. We don't have to say.
They're watching it.
He's taking the bag off. Oh, he's putting the bag on. He picks up his other bags.
I had a follow-up to it.
Okay.
The reason I mentioned it is I found myself really siding with Lane, really feeling a strong connection to Lane on this watch.
wow.
Strange.
Yeah.
Are you going to use this watch to tell us what happened to you on your last watch?
Earlier today?
A few minutes ago?
Yeah.
Okay. I would love to have that shirt if we're just sort of spitballing here.
I thought Guy Montgomery did have that shirt. Guy, have you got a shirt really similar to this? The aquarium shirt?
A T-shirt equivalent, yeah. It had an aquarium coming up from the bottom. It was from a marina in Florida. I can't remember what one in particular.
Shout out Florida.
But yeah, I'd actually like to give a huge shout out to Florida.
Yeah, it's going good there.
I don't know what the perception is within America, but from outside, it is truly one of the great states.
Florida, a great state of America and of mind.
Huh.
The nice thing I bet about shooting in a Vegas hotel is you don't really have to worry about time of day when you shoot, right? There's nothing to track. It's timeless. It's out of time. What if this whole movie takes place at like 3 p.m?
That's a good point.
It does take place in one day because here we discover that the keynote speech is to be delivered tonight.
Wow,
And,
you're right.
That speech is delivered tonight. Also, how crazy is it to believe that someone coming up to you and saying, I heard you're the speaker, like you'd imagine it's a surprise to the guests. It's not a surprise to the speaker. The person delivering the keynote doesn't have it sprung upon them.
If someone that said that to me, I think my response would be, no, I'm not.
Absolutely not.
Do you guys think there's a version of this movie in which the receptionist is the main character and Paul Blart is the main antagonist?
Yes, absolutely.
I think that is this version of the movie.
I think you could say that about every secondary and tertiary character in this film. He is the antagonist of everyone else's movie.
Side note, just because we talked about his shirt, Donna's jacket, I don't know why it's never clicked for me before, but she has like those sparkly like epaulets on the shoulders. And I think until this watch, I always thought it was like part of some kind of uniform.
No.
But I think it's actually just an amazing jacket.
It's a good jacket.
I honestly feel like you're having some sort of religious experience with this
I'm just
movie.
really happy to be talking to you guys.
I want to say that one of the more unrealistic things about this film is that those two people behind him are not staring at the back of his head with absolute hatred and intensity at this point.
Yeah.
They just want to get into their fucking room. Why is this taking so long?
There should be somebody in the background in every shot of this movie he's in where they are secretly trying to film him on their cell phone to send to all their friends.
Absolutely. That's one of the main things that will date this movie as time marches on, is that no one records his abhorrent behavior throughout.
I'm starting to think my man there in the gray jacket does not know what to do with his hands.
I would have. The moment he hoved out of the direction, I would have sidled up to the counter, no question.
You're done. Hey, you're done, right? You're done. You're done, right?
You're done. You're done. You must be done, right? Galoot.
It is my favorite. I think that this movie is very much imbalanced as far as like 10%. Like people who went through like a rigorous casting thing and 90% extras who were given some lines.
Yeah. Any extra you see in this film is wildly unbelievable. If you focus too long on any one person, you can't see them anymore. It's like an optical illusion.
Do you guys think we give this film a hard time for its reliance on foreshadowing all of the different traps and machinations that he uses to ultimately win the day. But that's also what they do in Home Alone, and everybody loves that movie.
Yeah.
Don't you think that's kind of a double standard?
Yes, Griffin, but there's not really a scene in Home Alone where, like, Kevin McAllister picks up, like, a Christmas ornament and goes, bet I could smash this and it would be hard to walk across, huh? Like, it's not so much that.
It's pretty close.
Paddington 2 is generally known as the greatest movie of all time that foreshadows everything.
Yeah.
It's just how well you can do it, I think.
Fair.
Hey, imagine if Kevin James was Paddington. Ooh. That's a fun thought.
Oh, man, that would actually be pretty good casting.
And fucking funny.
But in a bear suit?
I think she is flirting with him here, by the way. I've been thinking about it a lot.
Wow.
Cool.
That is a very, very, very bad take that we cannot delete because it will interrupt the sync of the film.
It's just that she says, you have very soft hands.
She's a fucking professional.
What a weird fucking thing to say.
Okay.
The hotel messed up. It's her responsibility, and she's trying to smooth it over. Travis, this is not getting hit on.
Yeah.
She said, you have very soft hands. If anyone said that to me, I'd be like, wow, that's incredibly personal.
Everyone on this call that isn't Travis is now part of a weird control group of the experiment that Travis, without our permission, began, which is like what happens when you watch this film 2 times back to back. And it is a sort of like cult level brainwashing. It's like all memory of all other films and creative media have been purged from Travis's mind. It was always only Paul Blart Mall Cop 2.
But see, I know that she does end up being into him.
We all fucking know, but it doesn't, you can't say what you said.
So I'm saying the chemistry's there from the go.
All right.
I would like to support Travis's observation just with respect to the hand wrapping around the hand. It's unprofessional. It's flirtatious. It's more than sort of just an incidental misunderstanding.
Thank you.
It drives me wild, and I'm watching this with the captions on because that's what Travis is illegally streaming to all of us. It drives me wild when the captions just say something in Spanish. Can you guys really not translate that and put it in the captions for me?
Griffin, that is exactly how the majority of people who watch Paul Blart understand the dialogue being spoken.
Right. Hey, I failed high school Spanish and live in New Zealand, and I could translate it. He says El Gordo, which I'm pretty sure means the fat one.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe the captioner didn't want to. I'm not going to type that.
That's mean.
Very quiet resistance. Just quickly, I know that we're now dealing with the introduction of this new character, but when Paul Blart says airbag, I really want to incorporate that into my day-to-day speech. I think it is deplorable, and I want to see if I can get away with it.
With the roll-away bed, why is it upright? Because generally in my experience in a hotel, you kind of pull them out from under the main bed, and at no point do you put it upright. What's going on?
Yeah, that's a good point. It seems like a cot situation where it has been delivered to their room, but like what possible... It's not a cot. It's a whole-ass mattress.
Yes.
And he refers to it as a rollaway.
It looks like you're about to strap, like, Frankenstein to it. Right?
Yeah.
Like, it's weird.
It is so strange that we have that exchange about how small her bathing suit is, and we're just supposed to continue on with the film. And we just accept that I guess it is. Is he gaslighting us? I guess it is a small bathing suit.
He's for sure gaslighting her.
We're never going to talk about it again.
Okay, this scene is so dense, y'all. If this is your first watch, the amount of future tech in all the hotel room scenes are so tasty.
Yeah.
Okay, here it goes. I love the silver panel they added to that thing.
Yeah, the 3-screen stolen Razer prototype multi-screen laptop. Yeah. We've got Dex Wireless.
Alongside the lack of people filming everything Paul Blart does to upload to their various social media feeds, the other thing that will date this movie, I was thinking about it like in decades ahead, you know? It's crazy to me that this podcast is still ostensibly about Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 when it really should be about the passage of time. But 10 years, 20 years from now, that tech, those computers are going to look fucking crazy. Or the movie might come around and be on the money, and suddenly we're all dealing with these 3-screen fold-out laptops.
I believe it had 5 screens in total. Which is
that's true. 3 of them folded out.
Did it connect to the TV through AirPlay? He didn't plug anything in.
if you're watching this with captions, you should know, you will realize that, yes, that character is named Hank.
Hank.
With an E. Now, I have to imagine that the writer of this film meant to type Hank, typed Hank, and thought, I don't have it in me. I'll just go with Hank. It's fine.
I waited till the night before to write this.
Shout out to all the Hanks.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think Craps is a very good game.
Oh, you're wrong.
No, we've played it a few times now. Whenever we do the Joko cruise, we play it.
That guy's dialed in. Sorry, that guy on the right is dialed in. He's
on the
doing
money.
a lot of thumbs ups. Look at him. He's dialed in. He's dialed in.
He's playing Vegas guy on cocaine, and I think his secret is that he, the actor, has taken a little bit of cocaine.
It's fucking method. Look, the hand gestures continue. Just anything to be in the frame.
I've got the most famous elbow in my whole family.
He knows what he's doing. I fucking I hate this movie, guys.
Look at him. He's dialed in.
it.
Whoa. Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody else really itchy? I'm super itchy.
Now I can't stop watching it.
Yo, this is going to be the extras viewing, I feel like, for all of us. I think it's all we can pay attention to now.
Yeah. Unmoved expression watching that man trying to rip here.
Poisey.
Further evidence that Blart is an antagonist is his just obliviousness to the notion of tip culture, which in America I understand is a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like it. We love it.
Are you gonna marry it?
I'm going to marry it. I love it. It's so cool.
You could do like a reverse shot-for-shot remake of this, like a Dunstan checks in kind of thing, where everyone's just trying to do their jobs at this resort, at this casino resort, and this like chaotic character of Paul Blart shows up and just ruins everyone's day and gets into hijinks and shenanigans and like gets everyone fired.
Trav, that's what this movie is.
Yeah.
You've seen this movie.
Yeah.
Now, I will say there was a pearl of brilliance in there, which is a sequel, the third Paul Blart movie, with the Dunstan checks in tie-in.
Oh, yeah.
Man versus ape. Who will come out on top?
Just this arthritic monkey.
I would like
So old now.
I would like to see Paul Blart with an animal companion.
Why have we never gotten even like a Kevin James versus an animal? Has he ever gone to battle with Mother Nature?
Against an animal?
You mean halfway through this fucking film, Justin, that we're currently watching? Yeah, there's a bit of an animal fight.
To be fair, Griffin,
it's
been a year since Justin's seen, so he's forgotten about it. Not everyone refreshed like I did.
Yeah, that's
Zookeeper
fair.
is a 2011 American fantasy romantic comedy film starring Kevin James, Rosario Dawson, and Leslie Bibb.
But he's partnered with the animals in that one, Tim.
Yeah. I want to see like Beethoven's Eighth, where it's like Kevin James versus Beethoven. To
Hell
the death.
yeah.
Oh, okay. That is different.
Did you guys see Hubie Halloween? Did you
Yep.
guys get that in New
Oh,
Zealand?
and this is our side project in the middle of this episode where we talk about Hubie Halloween for a half hour.
I reviewed it.
Wow, I'm sorry.
It was fine.
It's fine, right?
How's it stack up to Paul Blart Mall Cop 2?
It's better than that.
Yeah.
Oh. Wait. Hubie is better than Paul?
Sorry, do we know why he doesn't have a shirt on?
He's a cool guy.
The guy in the singlet.
I guess it's a...
Because of his arms. Have you not seen his arms?
Oh, those are jorts, aren't they?
His arms are incredible.
That's actually the funniest joke in the movie, that guy has jean shorts.
They're more like...
Capri jean shorts.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, they are quite long.
Yeah.
They're denim board shorts.
They're Jinko
I actually think they
shorts.
got longer in that cut. Actually, when they cut away, I don't think they were that long.
Isn't it incredible to think capri pants ever got over the line? I can think of nothing more frustrating and restrictive than if I'm in shorts, bending down, having fabric trap my knees.
Yeah. The woman and man in blue are loving this show.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
are fucking loving it. I hope that they got this in just one or two takes, because I hate for someone to spend their corporeal life pretending to find this funny.
Hey, now this stunt, right? Someone actually got hit here. That's a real guy. That was a big hit.
No one is going into or out of the casino, by the way. Everyone has stopped what they're doing to watch him.
Travis, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and that guy, by the way, does not say fuck all. He's not. You know why? Because they would have had to pay him more.
Yeah. Man, I could fucking kill some peanut M&Ms right now.
I would love some peanut M&Ms. This movie makes candy look so good.
Yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just that candy looks good compared to this film. I don't think this movie does a particularly good job of representing candy. It's just on camera and it's not Kevin James, so it's desirable. This fucking guy. I did what you did, Travis. I watched this movie 24 hours ago because when the notion of a director's commentary was floated, I thought to myself, that's a bad idea. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And then I didn't communicate that at all. I just thought it and thought that somehow that would make its way through our email thread. And so I am so furious and becoming more angry with Kevin James and the notion of this podcast as the movie progresses. He's just like, there's nothing redeemable about this character. It's just so infuriating. He's just so rude and oblivious.
I've actually, the more we've talked about the idea, holistically speaking, of Kevin James as antagonist, I feel like this movie is actually not as far off from succeeding as a work of art as it could be if it just went 10% more towards like that Confederacy of Dunces style. You know, just it's a bad person and bad things happen to them throughout the film. And that's the whole movie. Because I feel like the real problem with this movie is that they try to put in moments where he is redeemed.
Right.
Do you know, one way that you could fix this with the footage they have in the movie is if you edited the line, "It's a bad day to be bad people," near the start of the film. That would render everything that befalls Paul Blart very funny and true.
Yeah, I mean, I think that one could do a psychological take of this movie where Paul Blart has been so downcast and downtrodden by life that he's decided to take it out on everyone he encounters throughout the course of his trip. And he's just like kind of punishing everyone for his own misfortune.
Now, listen, we're really dunking on it this watch for reasons beyond my comprehension, but that a little kiss on the shoulder joke gets me right in the old funny bone every time. If anybody talks over a big sticky mess, I'll come to New Zealand and fucking rip your cord out of your computer.
If you make it to New Zealand, Griff, I'll kiss you on your shoulder.
Ah, damn it. I think we got it.
Big
Sticky mess. It makes a big mess right under your feet.
It shoots glue foam.
My one is, why the fuck is a beanbag gun called the finisher? What the fuck is a beanbag finishing?
You know, you get it.
It sounds like he doesn't.
Yeah, no, you get it.
Saul Gundermutt is the greatest name I've ever seen in a movie.
Indeed. This is another line you could edit in earlier where he says, no, things will never be the same. Just when Paul Blart shows up anywhere.
It should start with that shot of him opening the curtain lit by blue light. He's just like, Silencio. And then the movie begins.
I would also comment, I noticed this time Lane just texts pool bar. No, like, question mark, no punctuation, no, like, hey, do you want to meet me? It's just, like, such a, like, fuckboy thing to do.
Yeah. Oh, Lane's a primo ghost fuckboy, like, for sure. Yeah.
What is this?
He's scanning the
he's
statue.
Scanning the statue to make a 3D print version of it, right?
Yeah.
That they can swap, or a hologram or some shit.
Why did they wait until now to do that, though?
Here we go. Wait.
Okay.
When you want them to pay the price, you reach for the finisher.
You know, a lot of this non-lethal beanbag fun is not quite as fun in the year 2020 of our Lord AD. It's not as it is hitting different.
Yeah.
So can we appreciate the very quick Sony product placement, though? It's throughout this movie, the watches we saw earlier. I'm going to try to mention more of it. This person has a Sony Vaio laptop that you can tell is not essential to the scene because it is not turned on.
Nope.
No. It is just there.
It can't turn on.
What do you think are the odds that they shot this during an actual, like, trade show of these products so that they didn't have to set all this shit up?
I'll give you an answer right now. I'm going to Google Kimber Pepper Blaster.
Please do. Travis is suggesting that there is a real man who sells a real big sticky mess who needs to sell his big sticky mess.
The Kimber Pepper Blaster is real.
Okay.
All right.
The finisher I am going to assume.
And Justin, just Google without any other context or terms, a big sticky mess for me.
Yeah. Why don't you Google the finisher big sticky mess video?
Big sticky mess finish. Big sticky mess finish.
Good.
Did that autocomplete anything?
Foam. You know what? I searched big sticky mess finish foam, and the top result is a YouTube clip called Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, the big sticky mess, and it's 11 seconds long.
Wow.
Yes.
Well done, everybody.
We did it.
Yeah, good job, Internet.
We fixed it. We purified the internet.
Imagine if every time you went to look up some sort of pornography, the internet's immediate assumption was to redirect you towards Paul Blart Mall Cop 2.
Yeah, I think this might be a real convention. I'm not even...
I mean, but big sticky mess isn't real.
No, I think they probably put some fake stuff in there, or maybe it was after hours they shot.
Okay, this device, is this still the hologram maker, or did he just find something?
Yeah. It's a hologram maker because they were curious what Van Gogh's sunflowers looked like. So now they have that scanned into a computer.
I'm going double parm, by the way, is a great line.
That is good.
I looked at the menu and I decided I'm going double parm. It's great. It got me.
Now, okay, obviously he's freaking out over nothing here, but she did leave a lot of candles
Correct.
lit.
He's got a point.
Yeah.
He goes through the water damage potential for the water in the pool. This is probably a point where I have to admit I too have watched the movie immediately before
Yes.
this.
Yes.
Guys!
Holy shit,
I
guys.
got up early to do it because I didn't realize we were doing a director's comment. I got up at 6:30 in the morning
Oh my
to watch
God.
Paul Blart Mall Cop 2.
Tim, it was your idea, I think, bud.
Yeah.
I think.
My bad.
Then he did go have a spiritual journey in the bush for 4 days, Justin. So I
Yeah.
forgive the young lad.
I want to know, okay, he calls the cop, but it's fine because he's okay and they make fun of him. Tim, tell me about your bush journey.
I just walked 50 miles in 4 days and it was a terrible mistake.
How is this contrasting that? Because I have to imagine there were some level of awakenings happening that are going to be buried right back down into the depths of your soul by watching this film 2 times in one day.
It's quite incredible. It's sort of like going to the moon and then getting in a submarine as soon as you land.
Oh. That is evocative as hell, dude.
Oh, man. Does anybody love you is a good one, too. I think we could probably put an exact number on the number of actually funny things in this film.
We've done that in the past, I
did.
think, taking exact scientific counts.
I don't think we've ever put a number on it. I feel like it's like 11.
No, I believe that's what I said. Year 1, I had 11 laughs, if I remember
All right.
correctly.
That's all it takes for... Why did they get... Can I ask you guys this? Why did they get so many people in this shot? Which must have been a fucking bear to get. There's like 7 people in this very tiny bathroom shot. It seems wholly unnecessary, right? It would have played with 1, 2...
No, it really sells the comedy because this is the extent to which Paul Blart has overreacted here. Look at how many people's time he's wasting. And if you remove even one of them, all of the comedy immediately is removed from the room. But with them, you can hear it. Just the gentle cackle that is sort of carrying through this scene as the 5 of us enjoy one of the 11 illustrious laughs showcased in Paul Blart Mall Cop 2.
I'm realizing now, I think we're a good way away from the next one.
Oh, yeah, we're in the desert.
Actually.
Do you know, you'll be surprised because I believe Anna Gasteyer?
You okay, guy?
You just said the same
You just
name.
said the same thing 8 times.
She's she's just
Is that
around
what
the
you think
corner.
the next scene is?
No, but I don't think it's a mile away.
Everybody quick, say the next... What do you think the next scene is?
The next scene in this movie?
Yeah.
It's Chicken Chow Lane.
Yeah, it's the dinner, the uncomfortable dinner.
This is full of hilarious quips. Smog on my earthquake flakes. As an order of food, no thank you. But as a hilarious jape, yes, please.
So what are the dishes we got going on this table? It looks like...
Yeah, we got 2 salads.
Yeah,
It looks like
a
a
lot
little-
of bread.
It's not a double palm.
No.
Because she wasn't there to hear that he wanted a double palm, I
It
guess.
is, let me tell you from doing the My Brother and Me TV show, the cheapest thing to get in catering, which is spaghetti and loose leaf green salad.
Without dressing. Oh, God, yeah. It makes my nuts shrivel up into my body every time.
It's fucking brutal. Do you think when they brought the salad, she had a moment where she was thinking, like, please don't leave that in front of my dad's seat. He'll make 20 minutes out of it. He'll start riffing.
You don't know how he gets.
God, he's such a fuck, this guy, isn't he? You can't even be happy. You can't even muster up one split second of happiness for your daughter for this momentous achievement in her life.
It's the worst.
Now, to be fair to Mr. Blart,
don't.
Jeez. He was
great start to a sentence.
He was just embarrassed in front of the security guards and police.
Take that out on your kids.
And found out that she had applied to move as far away from him as possible without telling him.
Totally reasonable.
Yeah, absolutely. Should have been taken for granted. Everyone in every background player in this movie is having the fucking time of their lives. And it's like they're trying to remind you what joy is, because you won't find it directly in front of you. But this woman has been having a great dinner with what appears to be John Slattery from the back of the head.
Can I actually, this is a great point that you've raised. Can I ask you guys, do you think that this sort of scene taking place at the table, because every extraneous character is having a really good time, do you think that's because they're hearing what's happening and they're thinking, God, our life's actually pretty good, thank God we aren't trapped inside of this toxic relationship? Or do you think that their conversation is so negative and overwhelming that it would sort of impact your ability to enjoy yourself?
See, I would just be sitting there beaming with pride for this young woman who just stood up to her fucking monster dad.
Yeah.
There we go.
There she is. Oh my God, even the drink's funny. Thank you, Anna Gasteyer.
Wrong hand, so good.
Really so putting the work in.
It's all great.
And does anybody else find this viewing really wanting to eat off of Saul Gundermutt's head? Just like really wanting to put an omelet up there and going for it.
Cold Tomb of Loneliness is one of the true great lines of this film.
But now I think after this, it's dried up till bird fight.
How do you achieve Saul Gundermutt's hair? It looks like a shotgun of air has been blasted at his head.
Yeah. You can actually, I think in this shot, see the gray spray paint they used to color it. I'm fairly certain about that if you look closely.
It looks like Joe Pesci in Home Alone after the fire trap.
That is exactly the look.
I love this scene. I really want to stay with Saul and Gasteyer.
Yeah, I always wish the camera would just keep please
filming
keep on
them.
his. Please, no,
wait, come back. Tell me why your wrist is broken. No, wait.
I think it's a carpal tunnel break.
Even I love the hollow offer that Gasteyer makes to be like, yeah, when your wife's here, we'll go get our nails done or whatever the fuck.
This is such
Do you think the director was like, I should put some art in here, shouldn't I?
This is where the art goes.
This scene makes me feel like we should be listening to Please Forgive Me by David Gray.
Yeah, why
yeah, absolutely. It has that energy.
It's so hugely unearned, that scene. I don't care that this... I'm happy this man is very sad. I want him to fall down the escalator. Give me something out of that scene that I can sink my teeth into.
I love how much they lean into the Ocean's 11 aesthetic every time they go to the villa. Like, the McDonough color grade is actually fucking cool. Everything's gold. The soundtrack's pretty good. Everyone's doing a pretty good job acting, and they've got all this bonkers technology. I fucking love it. It's such a great breath of air. Except that fucking guy, he sucks at acting.
Which guy?
DB Woodside?
The guy on the right with the grey shirt on. He sucks.
Get him.
Go off.
Make him look like an idiot.
God, I keep forgetting about this scene. It's like you think what he does in the dinner scene with his daughter is like the lowest that he gets, and that's when he has his sort of It's a Wonderful Life turnaround. But fuck no, he just keeps digging.
It's so unclear. Is this meant to be, for us, the audience, is this meant to be a redemptive scene for Blart? Are we meant
It
to think?
can't be. There's no way. There is absolutely no way.
It doesn't earn its place otherwise.
Oh, boy.
What does that line even mean?
It doesn't seem It's fucking so bad, all but so bad. Although I do think that a few minutes ago she said he smelled like peat moss and laundry.
Yeah.
Which I will go ahead.
Curry. I believe it was curry.
Peat moss and curry. Oh, so it's little racism. Delicious.
Oh,
Because I would say peat moss and laundry. That's fucking, sign me up. Give me a candle of that.
I actually just wrote that joke, and now it's my joke.
Oh.
Sorry, who are the pictures of back there on the wall?
Oh, man. Good question.
I'm just clinging to whatever. It's showtime.
You know what this scene represents, don't you?
What's that?
The transition into the self-contained short film that buoys this film annually.
Oh, yes.
Could we have a year where we just watch that?
Like over and over? Or
We just
As
watched
long
the
as the
bird.
runtime of the film.
Yeah, we just watched the bird fight scene for an hour and 32 minutes.
Fuck, I'd love that. Do you know what's kind of cool about this break room is that you can choose to either pay for your drink from the vending machine or take your Coke from the bench.
Look at this. Hey, look at the huge bowls of soda they have here. That's a nice feature.
Yeah. Because one of two things is true. Either that comes complimentary or somebody said, hey, just bring me a big bowl of random sodas.
Yeah, whatever you got cold.
So is It's showtime? Okay. I think this is an effort to make this break room seem like a green room.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
It says green room on the front of it.
Oh,
yes.
yeah. See that?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not a green room, folks. Green rooms don't have. Okay, so this is an employee break room.
Yep.
That's why there's all the signs of employees. They left those, and they put in a sign that said "It's showtime" to try to convince us, the audience, that it is in fact a real green room.
Can you imagine getting ready for a show and being like, oh, I feel a bit antsy, and then as you leave the green room, there's a sign that says it's showtime, and you think, I'm ready, and then you have to navigate this very drab middle management corridor while you try to find your way to the actual stage.
And keep your energy up. Oh,
After you just paid $1.25 for a can of Coke.
The show
Man,
is CCTV footage of the hallway while you try and find your way to the actual stage.
We've played at a lot of venues now at this point, and none of them have had that Friday Night Lights style thing that you slap your hand on before you walk on stage to inspire you to do a good job, like a "It's showtime" sign.
No, if anything, it says "Watch your head."
Yeah.
As you walk underneath it.
The most you usually get is a defaced poster of a Louis C.K. tour.
Yeah.
Just like it, which is an extremely common artifact to see in backstage theaters.
Yeah, almost every venue does have that. That is
Man, what a get for Coca-Cola to just have that random machine in there to get that
thank God.
like free advertising, huh?
It's about time something broke right for the good folks at Coca-Cola.
Right, finally.
Our green room's really nice. We have a bunch of coolers of water in the corner.
And a
It's
big
really nice.
pinboard.
Fresh flowers.
So the flowers were like just the Hail Mary of like, we got to make this seem fancier.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's
all
a
right.
lot.
He needs some air, guys.
I'm just counting the minutes.
I got good news. This man needs some air, but he's not going to get air.
Oh, yeah.
You know what he's going to get? A dance with destiny.
Yeah, here it is.
Can I ask you guys something while we enjoy this
So
scene?
fucking funny. As long as it doesn't distract me from
No. I just want you to think about
Yeah,
it.
like the first time. Can I just say, a lot of shots of this movie are fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, they're playing off the natural beauty of Las Vegas, but still.
Do you think that there is a chance that this scene was not in the original script and in fact was like a reshoot for something?
I could see that.
I believe that because this movie is only just over 90 minutes, which from my understanding is some sort of like tax definition of a film to get your rebates or something. Because all the Adam Sandler productions seem to be just over the line. So I reckon it was under and they threw this thing in. And God, I'm so happy they did.
Yeah.
That bird walks from behind the building, and within a split second, Paul Blart is yelling at it. Yeah. This is the first time I've ever noticed that, is it walks into view and he says, "Get out of here."
And it wasn't bothering him.
It wasn't bothering me. It wasn't doing anything. This is the most I've ever cheered for the bird.
This is the bird's garden more than it's yours, Paul.
This bird represents other patrons at the hotel. I think this bird also, in many ways, represents us.
It's us. It's me.
Yeah. It's us.
It's you.
And we've talked before that the piano man is the shadow man who is like playing this, but maybe it's just a guy who's like, yeah, I'm glad that bird's fucking you up. You're an asshole.
Don't yell at my bird.
That's my bird.
In the same way that QAnon is having to make sense of this crazy world, I have to believe there is a logic to Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, and I have to believe it is at the hands of this pianist.
Yeah, that's got to be it.
He's so fucking funny.
This is
so
such
fucking
a good
funny.
scene. Yes. Now, when he punches the bird, I feel no satisfaction for him. When the bird attacks him, I feel good. I feel happy.
Yeah.
I'm just all about the Shadow Man. His face. It's just this.
He rules.
This wry smile. This professional. God, he's just impeccable.
He sort of knows. He knows that the bird is an astute judge of character.
No, here's the thing. Perhaps, my friends, we've always seen that as a negative scene where he's being attacked and the Shadow Man is like plaguing him. But he goes in there super nervous, and then he comes out after burning off all that energy.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's better.
So instead of a Friday Night Lights sign that we can slap to get like, good luck for the show, get rid of those nerves. You're saying that maybe we should just like fight a big
not
bird
even that
or
big comparatively to him. It wasn't an ostrich or anything. Like he was twice as tall.
That scene starts in the green room. He says he has to get some air. He leaves. He does the entire scene, and then it's back in the green room for the next shot. You can see the exact point where you would assume they would cut it in the movie. Like you could tell they were like, I don't know if this one's gonna fly, folks. We need to have a real clean in and out for this bad boy.
I'm just saying that bird fight is exactly what he needed.
Beating up an animal before you take the stage is
Being beaten up by an animal.
Being beaten up. Yeah, I don't want any animals.
Being beaten up. Let's be clear. He gets one punch on that bird.
I'd fight a dog.
You'd fight a dog?
Yeah, I want the dog to be like have a really good shot at it though. So a pretty reasonable sized dog.
Sure.
How big a dog do you think you could take, Tim?
Man, I actually think it'd be disappointing to see how small a dog could take me.
Yeah. I think you would be the villain in this fight immediately because any hypothetical dog has done nothing to warrant you attacking it.
Oh, yeah. Let's just put the cards on the table. Anytime a human being says, I want to fight a dog, no matter what the context, the human's the villain there.
Yeah, it's not a great look. Does anybody else think that maybe the Tim that came back from the bush is different from the Tim that went into the bush?
Honestly, I reckon a golden retriever could take me down if it had the will.
A golden retriever's the sweetest dog you could have picked, Tim.
Oh, but now it sounds like Tim's working on the spec script for Airbud MMA fighter.
Scare
There's
Bud.
no rule that says a dog can't fight MMA.
Oh, sorry. Airblood.
Airblood is something.
It's something. This is one of the scenes that I think betrays the film. Because this is, hello.
Extras?
Wow, a lot of actually.
Extras?
Oh, come on. 3 for 3, 4 for 4. It's one of the scenes that really betrays the rest of it because it's like it tries to make him into a sympathetic person and a successful person, a person that's capable of inspiring when we know that no such thing is true. If he had bombed this just like he bombed everything else in his miserable existence, I think it would land a whole lot better.
I guarantee that there was a version of this when he did, because nothing is established he should be successful for this, and someone said, this is too sad.
It's all too sad.
But that's the only thing that could redeem this movie, is if they just kept piling stuff on Paul.
Right.
God, just fucking hard cut to black right there. Alone. And then the empty seat. And then credits.
And you should, frankly, this movie should end with his death and people cheering.
Yeah.
Frankly.
Him just falling off the zip line between buildings. Still trying to work out the geography of this sequence.
Yeah, still always very confusing. Doesn't make any sense.
I also noticed on my previous watch, she runs away from the front door.
And does anybody know, we've talked about this before, I'm sure, but who they're holding at gunpoint?
Yeah, we figured it out.
That is the man on the inside that said the Van Gogh security wasn't changing until later.
Oh, and they wanted to point a gun at him for that?
Well, they were mad at him because he got it
That's
wrong.
That's a hostile work environment.
What are they going to do, write him up?
That's fair.
Like she's...
But here's the thing. they undo any redeeming quality they do establish with him because his daughter then calls and says, like, I'm being attacked. And he's like, they're probably just trying to scare you, honey. Don't worry about it. And instantly is like, I don't fucking care about you, kid. I just had a great keynote speech.
Oh, he doesn't, though.
But that's what I'm saying is like it should be both. He should fail at this and then fail at being a dad. Like, I want it all. Don't be stingy. I have to watch this movie. Give me all the suffering you got.
So he pulls out his phone to see that his daughter is calling on the emergency line, and he chooses not to answer it. And then just because of the way he picked the phone out of his belt loosens and his pants falls down and his butt and wiener comes out and he gets fired from his mall job.
And he's got a really long wiener. It's like as long as his leg. And when he goes to pull his pants up, but he can't fit it inside. Then he goes to clear the stage, but he trips over his own wiener and rolls.
Yeah, and the beanbag gun goes off. It's still there in the room, and it shoots him right up the butthole.
Yeah.
That would be great, man. That would
and
be
he
great.
does like an ooh kind of face. you know the kind of face I'm talking about.
I don't know if this is intentional, but have you guys, when you guys look out at the attendees here, try to appreciate how few of these uniformed people have brought plus ones to this event, because as far as I can see, like, it's like the costumer forgot, like, oh, I should have some people not in uniform, huh? Okay, well, nope, just all in uniform.
I mean, that's why his speech is resonating with all of them. I think this film is suggesting that all mall cops are Paul Blart.
Yeah, I think that's a not too subtle
I
theme.
thought that was obvious, but just look, if you look at all the people he's encountered up to this point, none of them are like, hey man, I just want to like have a burger and like they're all in the exact same universe that Paul is. Like, they're all on board with his way of life.
That's right. AMCAPB. That's the acronym.
You guys don't get caught up and emotionally swept away with "help someone today," breathily delivered into a microphone. I fucking love that line.
We have yet to see Paul Blart help anyone but himself.
So completely unearned. I mean, it's like so unearned. Every bit of it.
Who has Paul Blart helped?
Talk about a betrayal that Saul Moody has to cheer for him in that
The
scene.
only thing that's made me feel better during this is hearing various different brothers reach the same low ebb that I am currently resting at.
It's just... That's enough. Okay, so after you're done with your keynote speech, we just want you to stand up and walk through the middle of the crowd. That's how we'll end it.
Yeah. I think when I started this watch at the beginning of this commentary, I liked this movie.
Interesting.
You really did. You went out on a limb. You championed it.
Now we're getting into the back half where it gets real good.
Yeah, this is where it becomes Vincent's movie.
This is the second playthrough of Dark Side of the Moon that we're getting into now. This is exactly halfway through the action.
Oh, Vincent. Oh, Neil McDonough. Take me away.
So sexy.
How is he not in more stuff?
Thank you.
Like,
I mean, he is in my man works a lot, I will say.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah, and I mean, the thing that makes me like him in this movie is the very thing that probably makes people go, I don't want to make him the star of anything, but I love having him as the bad guy.
Yeah.
Oh, Neil McDonough. You're the best.
Fucking hell. I'll give Kevin James this. If that is him, he is sensational at abusing his own body in front of a camera, because he just dived face first into marble.
Yeah, no, he's Buster Keaton-esque in his his slapstick.
Right there, same level.
Do you think this movie would be improved if you stripped all of the dialogue, put on some sort of old-timey
yakety
silent
sax
film soundtrack, and not yakety sax, Tim, and then rendered it in like sepia tone or black and white, so it just played out like one very long, silent, physical comedy? Would that do anything?
You could just loop the Piano Man's beautiful composition.
Oh. Now... Okay, wait, hold on. Something that's never occurred to me as we try to figure out the geography of these rooms. Did they just imply that there's adjoining suites?
That's not really a thing.
No, but it did make it seem like he was in a suite, and it's like, well, I want a suite for me, and of course, a suite for the kids. So let's make sure we get connecting suites.
And also, if you're criminals, art heisters in a room chock-a-block full of guns that are just always out for some reason, wouldn't you, after the first teen wandered in, lock the fucking door?
Yeah. Hey, good point. Oh, this scene.
Is this why gun culture is so big in America? Because you guys don't like shutting doors, but you can solve most of those problems with guns?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fucking Pepto-Bismol right there. Why'd they go with pink?
So grody it is. Absolutely.
Well, I guess, white or brown wouldn't have been better.
This is what you get
on for so long.
This is what I imagine you get if you Google big sticky mess finisher.
Paul Blart, or just like sticky Las Vegas facial, Paul Blart comes up.
Have you guys ever loved making movies so much that you learnt how to dive into hardened concrete with your face and then just have Pepto-Bismol drizzled on your face?
No, Tim. For the last time, I haven't. Ugh.
Well, did the video just lag for a bit, or was he really moving that fast?
Yeah, he's incredibly agile.
That was pretty fucking that was some good. I appreciate the hustle.
I hate the socks he's wearing. They don't go with those pants at all. They're too short. He's wearing ankle socks with formal trousers.
How are they indifferent?
If I see a glimpse of your ankle, you're not doing it right. You should be wearing long business socks, black.
What is this suite now? Is this a second? Why are they in a different suite?
It's the third adjoining suite, Travis.
The third adjoining suite. It's a sort of a compound.
But they're downstairs now, and before wait, are they on the same floor that they were before?
The geography of this is so wild.
Because they're on the floor.
It's a non-Euclidean hotel.
Cool.
Wait for it.
Here's a good gag.
This is very good.
It takes him a really long time to figure out what he's done.
Do you guys... Okay, here's one to think about. This woman's presence means that the bad guys whose rooms were full of Van Goghs didn't call the front desk and say, if you would mind holding off on cleaning services, we would really appreciate it. We don't think we need anybody up here. Thank you so much.
If I was Paul Blart, I would immediately assume she's in on it. Like, she's there. He just got there. He's not asking her any questions. What a fucking sucker.
I want it to be the same two people behind him. Like, are you fucking kidding
me?
Wait,
are we sure it's not? Let's get a shot.
Like you see them just winding up to take their first step towards the desk.
The people behind him look appropriately annoyed.
Oh, at least the woman in the pink dress is sick of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good sales pitch.
All right, Travis, what's your hot take on this interaction?
I'm just saying, right before he walked over, she did check her lip. So she was like, am I perspirating? What is happening? And she even says, I can't say no to you.
We're giving Travis a hard time, but it's not his fault that this is the way that it is.
Whatever you're about to say, it is his fault.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I forgot that Travis did co-write.
Montgomery.
Well, how you feel about the movie is your responsibility.
I'm just saying there is nothing in this to make me believe that from the word go, she is not into him.
He's about to steal a segue.
Yeah.
He, honestly, I think he kind of gaslights her into thinking she might like him. Because he's so oblivious and confident.
Maybe he just sees that within her, she does like him. And she is just, hiding it because she's with Eduardo.
Travis, I think this is going to go down as one of your most regrettable episodes of Tomato Explore. I think it's going to be the episode where a lot of clips get pulled out of context.
I'm just saying, I think that the actor made choices that only I am seeing.
Did you guys see how dirty his shirt is now? He's got a big black stain on there. What the fuck's that all about?
Wait a minute. Where did that come? Oh, I guess from when he went plummeting to the concrete. Because when he did fight the bird, he came back like scotch guarded, fully dress whites.
Wait, but he hasn't done the fall down the staircase.
Okay.
Oh, when he fell down because of his hypoglycemia, of course.
I'll say this. This scene brings it once more. I actually I was laughing so hard at it yesterday. I rewound it, recorded it, and uploaded it to social media and took a poll to see whether or not this scene is funny to the general public or I have been stripped of context. And I'm very happy to report the results to you guys. 84% of those who took the poll, that's 765 people, found the scene to be funny.
Yeah, that's
that
right.
there,
Oh, God.
This actor, his name is Bob Clendenin. We now are mutual followers on Twitter. And I introduced myself. As soon as he followed me, seconds later, I DM'd him. Hello, sir.
Hold on, wait. Did you tweet at him first? Hey, follow me. I have something important to tell you.
No. I don't know why he followed me, but I'm honored that he did. And I said, my brothers and I, and that look, my brothers and I, and our friends Tim and Guy, do a yearly podcast where we watch and review Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, and your banana scene is always a shining light. And I think you responded like, oh, thanks so much. I'm so glad that the movie is finally getting the attention it deserves. And so to you, Bob Clendenin, thank you for everything you're doing in this scene.
Next, find out the lady who plays the housekeeper who gets punched in the stomach.
Yeah, she's next.
I'm really worried because she's kind of old and it came out a few years ago.
I'm sure she's an active and avid Twitter user.
Well, she was also horribly punched by fictional MMA fighter Kevin James.
One of the people who voted no in the 16% is a New Zealand comedian named Angela Dravid, who's very funny. And I messaged her. I said, why don't you find this scene funny? I was somewhat affronted. And she said, I thought these votes were anonymous. And I said, no, I can see. And then she said, the banana was too firm to be that brown. His bite is too snappy. And then suggested an alt, which I thought would be pretty good, which is if the banana broke off before the bite.
That's pretty good.
That would be funny.
I'm really glad, by the way, that Myrtle doesn't get killed in that scene, because he also saw what was inside the crate.
Oh, yeah.
And it could have gone real bad for Myrtle.
Isn't it incredible that there is this advertorial for bulletproof travel wear? It's not part of the security guard convention. It's just being advertised in the foyer of a hotel.
Can I also ask, why is this guy just shooting a Segway in the lobby?
This is the most fucking like trigger happy viewing of this film I've had, where just everybody is either shooting a gun or just has it out. It's not a good heist if everybody's just walking around with their guns out shooting in a hotel lobby. You would hear that even with a silencer.
And also that Paul Blart was like, I've got it. I'll hide in this suitcase. And then what I'll do is wait till I hear him on the stairs right below me, and then I'll rock my way into hitting him.
I'll drown to death.
Also, what suitcase company's point of difference when going to market is that their materials are bulletproof? Who is wearing?
And it's bulletproof but not waterproof? This is a shitty suitcase.
If it faded to black there, that would be fucking sick.
Yes, today, Death. Yes, today.
I'm kind of interested to know what happened in that pool, though, because to me, this is very like a rebirth. It's like Paul Blart has been baptized as a new man.
Yeah.
That's where Paul Blart 3 takes place, is in this near-death experience of him drowning and him having like a rebirth. And that's why he comes out as such an effective police officer at this point.
It would actually make perfect sense.
I think he has a long philosophical conversation with the bird that he's fought, and they really like discuss their differences and figure out what it means to be alive.
To just return to the previous scene, what was up with that frog, though? Is this a rainforest? Is this a rainforest cafe? Because there was a big animatronic frog looking over his Christ-like resurrection from the pool.
With shock and surprise, the frog's eyes go real wide as Paul Blart springs up from the water.
I think the power we're tapping into right now is not being able to look at your phone while this movie is on, which I do not. True. I can say fairly certain I have not ever done. I don't think you're supposed to watch this movie this closely.
I really like the idea that Paul could talk to animals. I'm imagining after
a
that
gun, just a gun. Here's another gun, everybody.
That's right. and he hides the gun successfully. I just am imagining Paul Blart delivering Eliza Thornberry's opening monologue. And between you and me, something amazing happened.
I am really keen to hear more about this movie from you. Who do you think, because like Dr. Dolittle, there's always a singular animal companion that is his helper. Like, who is Kevin James's familiar? What kind of animal is that?
One of the big challenges Kevin James faces in his ability to talk to animals is he doesn't realize it and cannot use it.
It's also possible he can talk to animals, but they all just fucking hate him because he's an awful, awful person.
Yeah, so there's this sort of universal agreement amongst the animals that they have the capacity to talk to Paul Blart, and occasionally he catches a glimpse of them speaking in English, and he's like, what? And then the animals all pretend that they can't speak to him. And so you're essentially watching the mental demise of Paul Blart.
And I think along those lines, the only person to voice the animals then is Kevin James. And so you're hearing Kevin James's voice come out of every animal.
Wow.
And it really erodes his sanity.
Fam, we should probably watch The Zookeeper before we talk about this current line of discussion.
Can I tell you the sad thing, Griffin? I've seen most of it.
That is sad.
When I worked at Best Buy, it was one of the movies that they always had on the TV. I've seen a lot of it.
Hey, I have a question for you.
I love where Justin's at.
If you do Cirque du Soleil,
and
it's part of Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, are you making good art or bad art?
Whoa.
Here's what I will say. I think you are...
Wow.
Travis, you fucking just rushed into what is a fucking really big question.
Well, here's the thing, Justin. I don't know if it's art or not, but it'll be the first thing your uncle understands that you were in.
This is a real tree falling in a forest and no one being around to hear it. I'm really trying to turn the cogs on this one. I think it's still good art. I think if good art gets trapped inside a bad context, that's not on you.
That's a good point, Tim, because there's the Van Gogh is in this, and that doesn't make that a shitty painting.
But he didn't show up he didn't come to work to paint a Van Gogh for Paul Blart Mall Cop 2.
But to do...
That's an excellent point, Justin.
But to do...
It might have been an original.
But to do a sort of devil's advocate, it's not like anybody ever wrote a review of this film and was like, but that one part where the Van Gogh was in it, I liked looking at that. That was spiritually and artistically satisfying. A little pearl of beauty in the middle of this horrible, horrible cinematic experience.
You're right, Griffin. Cirque du Soleil is shitty art.
Cirque du Soleil is good art, but I think also if you're watching Cirque du Soleil and the building that it happens in burns down with you inside of it, you wouldn't be like, yeah, being burned alive in the building was bad, but the Cirque du Soleil art was pretty choice.
Okay, let me ask you this question. How big an artist or how good a piece of art could be ruined by Paul Blart? Like, if there was a Beyonce song in this film, is Beyonce now shitty?
That song is. I'd never hear that song again without thinking about Paul Blart.
It's not the art or artist itself. It is the experience of watching it in the midst of Sony Entertainment Pictures' Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 starring Kevin James.
So if Paul Blart 3 took place entirely in the Louvre, would that affect the Louvre's quality to you?
It wouldn't affect the Louvre's quality, but it would experience my observation. Now we're getting into a sort of Schrodinger's cat territory.
I got a question for everybody, and I think this is a good one. What should the subtitle of this movie be? Because it doesn't have one. Paul Blart Mall Cop 2.
I see.
Payne is my co-pilot.
Oh, that's pretty good. Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, taking it out on everyone else.
Could be
Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 Chicken Chili.
Yeah, that'd be there.
I think it'd be Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. He doesn't die in this one, but stick with us because in Paul Blart Mall Cop 3, we have a pretty solid way of ending the trilogy with his demise, if that's all you really care about.
It's not going to fit on a goddamn poster.
Whole poster's just text. Yeah, they will. They just have to bump Kevin James.
Now that is interesting. I can't wait for the next movie where they've recast it like James Bond and someone else is playing Paul Blart.
It's about time we had a woman playing Paul Blart.
Thank you.
Is that a Confederacy of Dunces painting?
Wow. It's all full circle. Justin, are you sure you didn't just watch this film before this viewing?
No, I feel like I've seen that on the book jacket or something. You know how they got book jackets?
I think Halle Berry.
It's hard to remember books exist while you're watching Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Let alone formal wear for a book.
I think Halle Berry would make a good Paul Blart.
Okay.
What is she doing right now?
Probably, I don't know, training for Paul Blart.
Okay, let's say, all right, kid, no more jokes. Jokes, slip out of the room for a second. You can go into Paul Blart Mall
I've
Cop
got
2.
it. Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. No jokes.
Yep.
No jokes. Who would you cast as a new Paul Blart?
Who would I cast as a new Paul Blart?
Is the essence of Blart the same? Someone who it's very difficult to root for?
You're rebooting the franchise. It could be the same person recast. It could be a progeny, or it could just be spiritual successor.
Without question, Wesley Snipes.
Huh.
Without question?
Without any question. Because there's a few questions I can think of.
There's zero that should be asked, but I will answer them.
It sucks. It sucks that they reused the bird here. That should.
You're right about that.
I hate that.
We should never have seen the Garden of Contemplation again.
It sucks, right?
It's a perfect scene, and they've sullied it.
We haven't seen the title The Garden of Contemplation before then, though, have we? So the only thing that they should transplant to the earlier scene is that it's called The Garden of Contemplation.
I don't even want
Straight
that.
up, if Paul Blart Mall Cop 3 had the subtitle The Garden of Contemplation, you could not keep me out of the movie theater.
It sounds like Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil or something, right? It's like in the dark, deep reaches of Paul Blart's Garden of Contemplation.
Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, A Taxonomy of Sin. Like, yes, I'm there.
There was a fake one going around for a while on Twitter that was Paul Blart Mall Cop 3 Hardline.
Ooh.
All right.
I would cast Benedict Cumberbatch.
Come on, everybody's doing jokes. It makes me so mad.
Okay, the only version that makes sense is you cast Maya.
Yes.
And then it's like a
obviously.
Paul Blart Mall Cop 3 Generations.
Right. Yes,
situation.
yes.
That is so sad to me. That feels like there
So
is a
sad.
generational curse that she can't escape. Like, she got a ticket to UCLA to better her life.
Oh,
That
no,
really
here's what it is.
breaks my heart.
She has become like a full-fledged like FBI special agent, and he just keeps showing up trying to help her as she's like actually dealing with like a real life like terrorist situation.
Shit, that's good.
That's quite
actually,
cool.
that would be a good flick.
Yeah.
If I could just pivot it in a slightly different direction, she's like a doctor or something like that. But every time she crosses the threshold of a mall, she grows a very thick mustache and becomes a silly idiot.
God.
That is just a subtle twist to my pitch, Griffin.
Sort
I
of
like
a
that.
lycanthrope situations, but at some point, Lane is being held captive in a mall, and she knows that she has to give it, and then it basically becomes The Mask a little bit.
Yeah,
like there wasn't much physical comedy
It's
before.
Paul Blart Weir Cop.
Yes.
Yes.
And when she turns, she just screams, "I'm blarting out."
The first shot of the movie is her opening a blue curtain, and there's blue light on her face. She says, "Full moon out tonight, Silencio," and then the movie begins.
Wintershins.
I would. What about Alison Tolman?
Okay.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
She's the detective from season 1 of Fargo. For anyone who's failing to remember.
I mean, you could go. I mean, like Rebel Wilson would be very funny and could actually pull off the affability that you would need for such an absolute chuckle fuck. Alison Tolman's good too. Wait, who is at the end of the movie? Of this movie, that could be like a passing of the torch.
Oh, that woman on the horse?
Yeah,
Yeah, she's cool. She should be the cop.
she seems cool. Yeah, put it.
I
in
like when her horse kicks him super duper duper hard.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Yeah, that's a good moment.
I really like that.
I really like that this movie does show up the futility of marbles, because I was raised on fearing quicksand and stepping on those little glass balls. But they pull away the magician's cloth and reveal that marbles are nothing to fear. I appreciate that.
Paul Blart Mall Cop 3, The Futility of Marbles.
Yeah.
I can't believe how much more of this movie there is.
I know, right?
That is so funny, Griffin. I just hit a major wall in a really big way. I would love to go pee. I would love to do anything else. I would love to have a nice little snack just for me. But this film keeps crushing on. I've also never watched it since this is a sober. I'm just realizing.
Yeah, the sun is up. That feels like a crime.
This is the only time that the five of us get together every year. You know that?
Yeah,
so sad.
It's the only time I talk to my brothers. That guy's dead.
We should try to do something. Maybe we could do that instead of talking about the movie. Just think of some activities once the unpleasantness is ended.
That's what we'll do. Maybe next year for episode 8, we'll just talk for an hour and a half, and we won't say the word Blart once.
I think also it would be really funny if we just missed an episode. Like, sorry.
Couldn't work out the
guys.
Scheduling conflicts.
Yeah, check back
Couldn't
next
get it
year.
together.
This guy, I think, is an extra, or maybe a stunt double.
Ooh, wow, he really eats shit there, huh?
I think he's a stunt guy who got some lines, and he's doing great.
Is this supposed to be a gag that he is sort of an impotent figure, Paul Blart? Is that what that's supposed to mean? Like he couldn't shoot his marbles out good? I guess nobody really calls that shooting your marbles.
No. No.
You made it sound like that is something, Griffin. Like it's a known turn of phrase.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you gonna shoot your marbles this weekend? I don't know, man.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm going to let them all fall, let my marbles fall out. You know.
You know, I'm gonna point my wiener downward and just let it fall out.
Is this fun? That guy really does eat shit.
Yeah.
And he's holding a painting, so he couldn't have braced his fall. He just kind of eats shit.
I mean, I was about to say go back and watch, but I know that's not going to happen for another 365 days. But when he he goes down.
I think he really eats shit.
When he flips over the box that he was pushing, he like lands on the corner. Like he really takes one.
I think it's really sad that guy doesn't have a photo of Vincent to accompany the contact info in the phone. It just shows a lack of connection between boss and employee at that point.
Why would it just zap them for 5 seconds?
And instantly recover. Like, just stay laying down,
Yeah, he's
dude.
back. It's a bad gun. And that's the latest and greatest. That's what's fucked up. He should go to that person tomorrow and be like, this actually sucks. This doesn't work. I shocked a man 6 times. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're not supposed to.
Did he drop his marbles? He did.
You didn't do it in the neck, did you? Yeah, I did it in the neck. Is that something?
It's very funny to say, oh, come on, man, to the person who's tased you 5 times in a row.
Lane sure does just accept his fate pretty quickly, doesn't he? Look at him there just sitting on the counter having a great time. And he's like, maybe we could just do what they say. Like, he is just totally fine with it.
Oh, my God. What if we've all talked about Lane being a ghost and having a lot of fun with that? If Lane had been on the inside, if Lane had been part of the art heist, that would have.
Yes.
I swear.
Wouldn't that have made a lot more sense? I mean, wouldn't this entire movie make more sense?
The first time I watched it, that's what I thought was going on. Because, like, why else was he in that room? Why is any of that? I thought that it would. And
that actually fits this dark, emotional logic of the Paul Blart universe as well, that Blarts can only trust Blarts. Everyone else is against them.
Yes.
It would mirror the events of Paul Blart Mall Cop 1, which I'm now realizing I have also watched. Was that the gimmick last year? Is that we watched Paul Blart Mall Cop 1?
No, we did a bonus.
Oh,
right.
right.
We did a
right.
special.
Milk trucks are not to be trusted. Art dealers are not to be trusted. Don't trust a hotel. Only trust Blart.
That's how you.
I need one of those obey stickers with Blart's face on it.
I don't think we can make merch for our podcast with Kevin James's face on it. Unless we could say it was parody, but even then, I don't think we could charge money for it.
Kevin James is parody.
Okay, Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, Never Say Blart.
Is that the name of... That sounds so real, Travis.
It's like a Bond title.
Yeah, it sounds really real.
How about Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, Blart 2 Blart?
Wait a minute. What if Kevin James is the new James Bond?
Oh.
Okay, Kevin James Bond.
Kevin James Bond is a good name.
And Idris Elba is the new Paul Blart.
Yes.
In character as McCavity.
Yes.
Oh, man. I need to get back and watch Cats.
Cats is a good time.
Blart 2 Blart, I stand by.
Yeah. What about Paul Blart Mall Cop 2? Am Capib.
Another good one.
It's a good line. Shows you how I live my life. It's good.
God, that's such a good line delivery, Neil McDonough.
His little...
They also sound very similar.
Neil McDonough's little aggravated mouth movement when he keeps kicking the painting fucking slays me.
He keeps a lot of tension on his lips while he talks. I really appreciate that in a bad guy. He really shows that he's got a lot of stress. He's got a lot on his plate. You know, he's not a relaxed fellow. He's got a lot going on. He's keeping himself very rigid.
He's got a lot of responsibilities. He's got like 8 hapless idiots under him who are attempting to heist apparently original Van Goghs that are hanging on the wall of a Winds hotel in the Strip.
I'm imagining if you inserted Paul Blart into Ocean's 11 and he was the reason they couldn't get away with the heist.
Oh my
God. How degrading that would be.
I want that so
What
bad.
if Ocean's 12 was just Ocean's 11 and the 12th one was Paul Blart? And they were like, oh, fuck.
Trying to help out.
I cannot tell you how much I want to see Brad Pitt playing against Kevin James in an art heist film.
And being thwarted. Constant, left and right.
Why at no point does Vincent just be like, well, I've got your daughter and a gun, so I think we're just going to go. This has been really cool, though.
You know, I also noticed on this watch that Vincent mentions a buyer. So he has a boss he's answering to.
Paul Blart Mall Cop 3.
Yes, this is what I'm saying. Paul Blart Mall Cop 3, Revenge. The buyer comes after Paul with like a full-blown assault team.
It's got to be his brother. We've got to follow the Die Hard formula.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm basing this on very little, but I bet Neil McDonough is a good hang.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you could get a good hang going with him.
Yeah.
I guarantee that guy smokes a lot of weed.
I bet he's got some stories.
Oh, yes.
Fuck yeah, he does.
Paul Blart Mall Cop 3. Paul Blart has a half-brother that he never met. And it's from his father. And that turns out to be the criminal. Now it's Blart against Blart.
Oh, and you think it's going to be something like Saul Blart, but then you find out his name is Paul Fart.
Yeah.
And that's like the first big joke of the film.
Paul Blart 3. Paul Fart.
Yeah, it's his half-twin brother.
Paul Blart, Paul Fart.
And they're both played by Kevin James, yeah.
What about this? The other parent is Vincent's parent. So
Yes,
it's
yes,
like the
yes.
good and evil in one guy, and that is who Kevin James must fight.
We should
yes.
be rooting for Vincent here, guys.
I am.
Foot Locker, just to be clear, because we have talked about it previously and watched the film, is not a reference to Paul Blart Mall Cop 1, which is pretty much the wildest thing that
You
exists.
just reminded me. Someone sent me an email about Foot Locker Solved. Do you want me to read that?
Yeah, find that out, please.
Yeah, anything at this point.
Since y'all lost the password to the Death Blood account, sorry about that. Here's something I sent in. Hopefully it's in time for this year's ep. I have a theory on the origin of Foot Locker. It's not a reference to the first entry in the Paul Blart multimedia franchise, but in fact a reference to the second episode of the Podcast Owns Tim Bat series Lou review. Oh, this is garbage. Never mind.
Fuck it. Hey, it just occurred to me watching this. If Vincent had just let Maya go, he would have just left with the paintings.
With the painting? Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been absolutely fine. Yes, they would have been able to ID him or whatever, but Like, there's
It's the only thing that doesn't make sense in this movie.
It is a shame because it does, undo all of the other hard work that props it up otherwise.
Otherwise, his plan was flawless.
What if one of them died?
that would be the kill shot. If that like candlestick, whatever it is, just drives into his skull.
Wait, no,
Yeah.
okay, hold on. Griffin, do you mean one of the security team or one of the bad guys?
One of the like Saul, the candle like hits him in the head and he goes down dead. And then at the end of the movie, they're like, "Well, we stopped the art guys, and she's going to UCLA. My husband has died."
And then the sequel is Anna Gasteyer as a spinster.
Okay, or she's
Revenging herself against Paul Blart.
But she takes up her husband's badge.
Yeah.
And now she's a security guard.
And every time she goes into a mall, she grows a big mustache and transforms.
Let me posit this. What if instead, Griffin, in this fight, one of the bad guys died horrifically, blood everywhere because they got hit on the head with like a big vase or something. And then it was like, well, we saved the day, but hey, Saul, you killed somebody.
You ended someone. We don't have any proof that doesn't happen, Trav.
That's true.
I'm not sure that actress's name, but she should actually be in action movies. Her physicality in that scene fucking rules. Every moment of that fight kicks ass, and her facial expressions rule.
Donna?
Yeah, Donna rules, and she should get her own action movie.
Absolutely. Hard agree.
Paul Blart Mall Cop 3. Donna is the star.
Hell fucking yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's really good.
That's a movie.
That is not a movie. I did it off mic, and it's nothing to do with the company I'm keeping, but I just did what would go on the record as one of the biggest yawns of my life at this film. During its crescendo, it would have lasted 10 seconds or more.
Hey, he's just fully sober now, huh? You're going to trust him to shoot. Okay.
Yeah, that's another great point, Travis. What if that just went into like a 15th story window, just caught onto like some crib and like yoinked it up?
He pulls it to retract it, and a crib comes
For the one person who's not seeing the footage, that is like a CO2 powered Gatling gun that would just absolutely kill a human if it hit them.
Oh my God.
That has been fired by a very drunk man.
I like this bit here. This puts a fear of heights in me, seeing him.
Yeah.
It's effective filmmaking.
There's an actual visceral response to what's happening here where you visualize yourself in that situation. Whereas otherwise, there's just this sort of distance between the action of the movie and your investment as a person.
It's so telling that we have to highlight individual moments where this functions as a film.
Yes.
See, this actually has an emotional reaction that I'm reacting to the things on the screen.
Again with the guns. It's just so weird to have what is apparently a family comedy film and so many people are shooting at each other.
Yeah.
Well, it sucks too because it makes all the other things that happen in the movie more suspect, right? Like, there should have been, it would have been the easiest thing in the world to explain away guns early on, right? Something like, I don't know.
And
this hasn't something.
All the paintings are loaded up. Get on the fucking helicopter.
Just go, dude.
Your example of how to explain away the guns easily is something.
Okay, here's one. I don't believe in guns.
That's
Wait,
Neil
oh shit!
McDonough.
What if that was Maya having transformed in the moonlight? Oh, okay. No,
Yeah.
it's just Paul Blart.
how crazy is it that they can't just let that wig, like they have to break away from the action because they believed in the value of that mini kiss gag so much that they had to cut away in the middle of like the film's climax to sell it.
It's called a joke, guy. Look it up.
Well, we followed Paul Blart the whole time. He didn't take that wig.
Looks like fucking jizz, guys.
CGI.
Master, speaking of master of comedy, here comes Hoops, likening that disgusting fluid to jizz. Top shelf.
And that looks like she's got a tube full of oatmeal jizz.
Nice one, he's at it again.
The TSA wouldn't let him through. TSA won't let guns through.
And just to say it one more time, because I think I'm going to say it every year, oatmeal concealer is nothing. Oatmeal lotion, why the fuck wasn't it oatmeal lotion?
If you say it every year, it's covered. Let's just get some new ground here. Like, all their guns were taken by TSA, so they don't have guns. So they had to get hilarious.
Fuck, that's
props.
good. But
Like-
that only works if they show that scene in the movie of the TSA agent. Like, come on, guys, put the
Yeah.
guns in the garbage can.
That is a very funny scene. A TSA agent sort of very exhausting, like exacerbatedly being like, guys, you can't travel with these guns.
Here's what it is. You have Vincent say something like, the buyer said no blood trail, right?
Okay, what about this? We thought we'd buy guns at the show, but it turns out these mall cops are all non-lethal. So we had to make do with these non-lethal options.
What do you mean Myrtle lost the shipment of guns we ordered?
Right, one of these fucking crates is the guns, and we can't find it.
What if Paul Blart then picked up a gun he thought was non-lethal and just shot a guy dead? And then Paul Blart had to deal with that. Like maybe right in the beginning, like the first guy, he like thinks he's gonna tase, and he shoots him right through the heart and kills him. And then the rest of the movie is just Paul like, well, now that I've broken that seal, I'm just never going to stop killing again.
Paul Blart has dealt with a lot, so this is kind of a John Wick angle that I think could work.
Right. This is what I'm saying. Maybe he's just a broken man now who doesn't see any barrier betwixt life and death. It's all one continuous cycle of pain for Paul Blart.
The real shame here is that because Travis is streaming the movie illegally through Zoom, cannot check to see how long we have.
There's about
in the
35,
film.
40 minutes left.
Something like that. 20 hours.
The worst part of this is that because of the success, the outcome of all of the action, wherein Paul Blart has successfully, clumsily undone this art heist, is that all of his behavior is vindicated in this movie now.
Yep.
Yeah. It was all right from the beginning. He turned the art heist into a Blart heist, and now everything's fine.
Yep.
Blart heist.
That is very good. That should be a genre, not just a film. There should be a bunch of those.
How was there never a licensed video game made out of this film franchise?
That's a fucking good question, because I can tell you for free that Emmanuel has a Game Boy game.
Huh.
God, really?
Yeah, the softcore pornography series Emmanuel.
I wonder what... this is something we've never actually explored before. Why isn't there not more merch?
Yeah.
Where's all the merch?
That obey stick is a pretty good idea.
There's so much memeology online of Paul Blart that they really could have made money. But in some ways, I think it's tasteful and respectful that they didn't make a bunch of merch.
They did.
They just left it to the meme
maybe,
lords.
yeah.
The best looking Blart merch I've seen is the dark side of the Blart, which I believe
Which is
Griffin-
doubly infringing.
the more people you take from, the more legal it becomes.
What's on Anna Gasteyer's shirt?
It's Celine Dion.
It's
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure every time you see her, she is wearing a different Celine Dion shirt.
Oh, that's so
And that's
good.
the best of the bunch, easily.
God, she's
I'm
a
just
hero.
saying a Paul Blart video game. If there was a Blart cart and it was like a Mario Kart style game that took place in malls, and they could be actual malls in America, and you played as different characters from the Paul Blart movie franchise, that's a fucking good game.
And his enemy is Amazon, because they keep shutting down malls.
Oh my God, that's Paul Blart 3. Paul Blart versus
v.
Jeff
Bezos?
Yes.
Is is this the same night?
Yeah.
It's exhausting, guys. Think about this. These people are still in the mood to do this?
Yeah. I would like a LucasArts style, by the way, like point and click, like adventure.
Point and Blart.
Yeah,
please.
point and Blart, thank you. But where he can't effectively combine any two items, and you reach a certain point where it's just yeah, that's it. Time to turn off the game. And you don't really accomplish anything.
You hurt more than you help.
Yes.
Animated.
Oh, we're almost free.
Animated spin-off. The use of Blart in various different capacities makes me think that something called the Blarts, which is just the Smurfs, but they're all
Yeah.
Blarts.
Oh, yeah.
Blart is versatile.
That is horrifying.
Oh, hey, this has really ground me down, guys.
We did it.
Let's start wrapping up the show now. Is that fair?
We should encourage our listeners to watch this film again without us right after this, just to really recreate the experience that 3 out of the 5 of us are currently going through.
Should we name our successes?
I feel like we've done that. I don't know that they've changed. I don't know what it would take to penalize somebody.
I do think that the people could use a few advertorials for the holidays.
Oh, sure.
Sure. It would be the first time in the history of media that those would appear in a director's commentary. But I guess we're not really the directors.
Wait, what do you guys have going on? If people enjoyed this, what should they track down from you all?
We've got to protect the malls from Jeff Bezos. If you find a mall, buy some stuff, hang around, offer some words of encouragement.
Shop small over at Hot Topic. Really keep them alive, you know what I mean?
During this holiday season, do your part. Steal packages off of front porches and then give them to malls to resell.
The holidays can be a challenging time, and if you need some escapism from you and yours, might I recommend a variety of films designed for exactly that purpose. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, Grown Ups, Zookeeper, Here Comes the Boom, Hitch, Hotel Transylvania, Grown Ups 2, Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, Pixels, Hotel Transylvania 2, Hotel Transylvania 3, Summer Vacation, and Hubie Halloween. Now, all films I recommend and stand behind.
Now part of the Criterion Collection.
Oh, boy.
This has been a lot of fun, though. I've enjoyed this. What is this file you just shared with us, Justin?
Well, I don't know. You told me.
Okay. Oh, Mr. Mystery.
Open it. Well, this is... did you just make this?
No. I found it while I was looking for merch.
This is a Paul Blart themed mask to cover your nose and face.
Oh boy!
Which is it's also at a weird angle.
That is what happens when Maya walks into a mall.
Yep.
She transforms into a wereblart. Oh man!
My God, that is horrible.
Paul Blart, Wereblart.
All right, let's make that the cover art for this episode and call it a day.
Yeah, this has been great.
We're making people watch the fucking credits right now. It's cruel and unusual punishment.
I love you all, and I'd like to recommend on behalf of the brothers McElroy their excellent podcasting book, which I read from cover to cover. If you have any interest in the medium, buy it.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thank you. That's
Thanks,
really
bud.
nice. Nobody's listening to this.
Yeah.
Nobody's made it this far to hear it. I
It's
think
called-
when we continued this episode into the credits, I think that's where hubris got us.
I think we should.
Yeah.
We
Hubris
should
Halloween.
We should write out the credits in the style of one of those Whose Line Is It Anyway games, where they pretend that they know all of the people involved.
So that we don't get yelled at by people who are trying to sell our book. It's called Everybody Has a Podcast Except You, and you can pre-order it at themcroypodcastbook.com.
Well, those people definitely aren't listening, Travis. I can give you a guarantee on that.
Guarantee.
I think what we have done today has broken all of the rules outlined in that book. So I don't necessarily think this is the best endorsement of it.
Our friends over at The Worst Idea of All Time, you know them, you love them, it's Tim Montgomery and Guy Batt, are currently watching all the Emmanuel films together?
Nailed it.
Is that correct?
Every Tuesday morning, Tim and I spend some time together, monitor one another's boners, and watch softcore pornography.
Have you guys, how much do you guys discuss the extent to which each film aroused you?
Quite a lot.
There's a regular segment called Boner Patrol, in which the boner inspector swings by the studio to check out any penile movement. So a little, I guess.
All right.
I have been told that we're approaching it pretty tastefully, though, and the person who told me that was my mum, who listens.
If I could just do it as a sampler for that season, I just quick Boner Patrol. How are you two doing after viewing Paul Blart Mall Cop 2?
I'm heading back into the bush, and I don't know when I'm coming back, if ever.
I would describe my situation as turgid time. I I could go either way after this.
I also think describing it as heading back into the bush also answers the question it's supposed to.
It's not as clear an answer as you might have thought, Tim.
You guys are realizing, I'm just now realizing, I'm looking at your Wikipedia page, season 4. In the 4th and final season, the host watched the 2008 movie Sex and the City. Season 5.
That's the addendum to the end of every season of the podcast.
All right, well, quick shout out to the American Humane Association, who also are credited in this film. No animals were harmed, so that bird's okay.
Yeah, that wasn't actually a trademark symbol after that. That was an asterisk, because at the bottom of the credits, it said, except for that one bird that did get fully clobbered.
And if you want to count the guy that got hit by the car, sorry, what is this? Sorry,
what?
Wait.
Why does it say be moved? Why does it just say be moved in massive letters?
Why is that happening?
There's no logo. There's no company name. It just says be moved before Columbia Pictures. Well, that's fucking scary.
It's
what if we found an after credit scene that made the movie make sense?
Oh man, it just gave us some really good recommendations to watch now on Travis's computer, including
a wall of pain.
Dirty Graham.
All on the count of 3. Let's all say the one out of the 12 options we've been provided. Let's all say the movie we would watch.
We would watch?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So as a collective right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Grown-ups.
Daddy's
2.
home
Trump
too.
card.
That's my boy.
And Chalmers.
Yeah, that's for sure the Trump documentary from Dinesh D'Souza. I went, oh boy, that's a good compliment to this one.
Guys, I've exceeded the checkout time in my haunted doll attic, so I'm gonna leave. You guys can wrap up.
All right.
Bye.
All right.
Yeah. Bye,
Love
Tim.
y'all.
Talk to you next year. Bye, listeners. This has been fun. Please share this show with people. We only get one shot here to build an audience, and I feel like we're really headed towards something big.
I'm telling you guys, this podcast cannot be about Paul Blart anymore. It might be what unites us, but it's got to be about, I'm telling you, it's got to be about the passage of time. This is the only way forward.
Guy, it's so fucking wild to me that you have watched the film Grown Ups 52 times, but it took, I think, 6 Paul Blarts before you were just like, check, please, can't watch this again in a year.
I cannot tell you how different this feels, and it feels worse.
We had a good time. The last 2 years were good times.
You were having fun. It could come back around.
Yeah, we can win it back.
Here's what I'll ask. Give it one more year.
Yeah. You give us one more year, and then we'll see.
That was actually my worst viewing, I will say.
rough.
Least pleasurable.
Oh, really?
Which I thought the inverse would be true. Least pleasurable, easily.
Absolutely.
Next time, try watching them back to back. Like, watch 2 in a row, and it's not bad.
All right, that's going to do it. Thanks, everybody. Goodbye. For Tim Batt, I'm Justin McElroy, and this has been Paul Blart Mall Cop 2's Till Death Do Us Blart. And as we say at the end of every episode, not today, Death.
Happy holidays.